You know, the NHL in the 1950s and 60s had a lot of quality players. A lot of them were crossing over to Team Canada and Olympic play. Now, this gentleman from Collingwood, Ontario, one of the best defensive defensemen of his era, the man they called Slip, won a world title in 61, our last, for a number of years, and won Olympic silver in 1960. Former defensive partner of Don Cherry during his years in Rochester, and overall a great talent who passes from this world much too soon at the age of 68 in 2007. Now, today we're going to be talking about the legend of Darryl Slip Sly. Now, he played 79 games in the NHL with the Canucks, the Leafs, and the Stars, and played parts of 11 seasons with the Rochester Americans of the AHL and 7 seasons with the Barrie Flyers. Now, obviously, that's enough of a great thing in the resume, but internationally, Sly played for Canada at the 60 Winter Olympics, where he won a silver medal, and the 61 Worlds, where he won gold. Now, a 5'10", 185-pound defenseman. Don Cherry, again, his former defensive partner, referenced him on the March 14th, the March 1st previous edition of Coach's Corner, saying, just like me and Darryl Sly used to, regarding playing a staggered D as opposed to side-by-side, when a forward is coming in on a 1 and 2. On the June 7th, 14 edition of the Coach's Corner, Cherry stated that Sly carried me for 6 years, when talking about the importance of defensive parents staying together over their careers. Now, what Sly had pretty well perfected through the St. Mike's Majors program, it's the double defenseman. Defense who could play defensive hockey when needed, but could throw up offense. He's 3 seasons with St. Mike's. His best campaign was 58 with 39 points in 52 games. 59-60, he played in the OHA Senior League with the Kitchener Green Shirts, and then shifted to the Galt Terriers of the OHA in 61. Now, what was kind of ironic in that 60-61 season, he played for Team Canada at the international level at 18 points in 18 games, including 12 goals, played for the world champion Trail Smoke Eaters of the WHL, and helped them in the playoffs with 19 points in 30 games, and played with Rochester that year. Now, 62, 63, 64, and 65, 4 straight years in Rochester, career season in 1964 with 32 points, including 16 goals. Now, we got a call up to the Leafs in 66 for 2 games, but 66 and 67, he was back in Rochester. 68, called up one more time, 17 games, but in Rochester, he put up another 25 points that season. 68-69, he found himself with the WHL Vancouver Canucks, then finally broke in the NHL with his first goal in 29 games in 1970 with the Stars. 71, back with the Major League Canucks, 2 points in 31 games, but 71 back in Rochester with 7 points in 37 contests. Now, 72 and 73, majority of the season with the Barrie Flyers, 1 game in Rochester in 73, 74, 31 games for the Flyers, 1 game in Rochester, and he's found the last 4 seasons in the OHA Senior League were all with Barrie, with 40, 44, 34, 38 games, and a big 50-point tally over those campaigns total. Now, final AHL totals: 180 points in 516 games, including 51 goals, 16 points in 52 playoff games, and the NHL combined 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points in 79 games. Not indicative of anything but a strong role-playing defensive defenseman, but his years in Rochester, ladies and gentlemen, it was a typical either was complete offense or perfect defense. He was always doing quite well. Now, at the Olympics for Canada in 1960, he won silver, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points, 7 games. And at the World Championships, again, the statistics bear it out. One of the best players we had for our World Championship team, 4 goals, 2 assists, and 6 points in 7 games. So, final international total for Canada at World events: 14 games, 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. So that's the legend of the Slip. And I think the nickname came from two reasons. He was so slippery on the ice, but he would also give the opposing players the slip by his great skating style. From what Cherry had said in many reports, he can skate miles and a very nice guy to begin with. So if you like what we're doing here on our podcast channel, give us a like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that Don Cherry played with everybody, so if he says somebody's a great player, he probably has 500 people to compare it with. But it's funny, Toronto never took a big chance on this guy. I think he would have been a good number 6 defenseman, in my opinion. Have a good day. Bye.